Hello everyone, Creative Winners here, and today we have designed this animated business infographic slide, and you can see here the kind of animation and the background we have used. I'm pretty sure you will really love it, so please subscribe and let's begin with the tutorial. I would request you to watch this video till the end so that you can clearly learn all the tips and tricks and how we have ended up with this beautiful creation. So in order to start, as usual, we need to create a lighter gradient looking background. So here we have used these multiple gradient stops, and you know how to create a background. So next step is to insert this circle and remove its outline. Now we have to color this circle, and let's use the radial gradient and pick this gradient at the center. Then let's use two stops in the gradient flow, and I think a lighter color will look fine here. So let's pick this gray or this bluish tone in the color so that it matches with the background. So this is the kind of gradient flow we will get. Now let's insert this hollow circle and make sure it is thin and align it with the circle and remove its line as well, and let's apply the gradient fill again. So here there is no rule that you have to follow the same color, just make sure it is lighter in nature and then apply the shadow effect, and you will get this kind of effect, and it looks really cool when you follow a minimalistic design approach. Now let's go to insert and insert this shape, and the beauty of this shape is you can customize this in terms of width and the overall length of the circle. So let's place it like this, remove its outline as well, and apply the same gradient fill. So you can also use the format painter here, and now just select it, and I think we can further modify the color style here by changing the gradient type to linear and slightly modify the color to make it more lighter in nature. And then further, let's remove the shadow effect and see how it looks. I think we can go without shadow here for this shape, and let's zoom in on the slide and insert a circle, because currently the edges are straight and we want it to be rounded, so we need to insert a circle here. So here is the circular shape, just insert this circle, it's pretty easy, and remove its outline and then fill the same color. And now you can adjust it. You have to manually adjust it by adjusting its size. Make sure you increase or decrease its height or width by dragging it from the corners while pressing shift, and duplicate the same circle and place the same on its other end. Now make sure all these three items are grouped. Now let's start drawing the actual infographic shapes, I mean the text placeholders, and it's a very simple way to do it. And the way is by inserting this rounded rectangle, and let's fill a gradient color flow, and we will start with the yellowish tone here. So we need two gradient stops, like one a darker yellow and the other is a brighter yellow, I mean the brighter shade of yellow. And you can make the gradient type as radial, and you can pick any one of the direction which you like, but I would prefer this one where the darker shade is towards the right, but later we will decide like how it looks. So let's insert this square and let's adjust its shadow effects and see how it looks. But I think here we have used this rounded rectangle. The shapes we have used are rounded in nature, and this square has edges, so we need a square with rounded edges. So let's see how we gonna do it, but first I'm just testing the look and feel of it. So I have shifted the darker shade towards the left and applied the shadow effect here, and let's pick a rounded rectangle here. So we will use format painter to apply the same effects on this rounded rectangle. So now we have got the rounded edges, and let's apply the rounded edges on this main shape as well, and let's rotate it by 45 degrees and just place it here. So this is how you can create different shapes and styles. You have to think and imagine in your mind like what kind of shapes you need to create your infographic, and then you can create the same on this actual canvas in front of you. Now let's write the text here. So this is a placeholder and you can fit in your text here. Make sure the text you are using is very less, only use important keywords, and I always stress upon this thing that less is more. So here I've changed the font to Releve, and this is a Google font. You can go to Google Fonts to download this font. I love this font along with Monsterrat, and I use it all the time. So this is the description. And you can fit in the description here. And here I have further modified the background gradient to focus on this brighter shade towards the bottom right, and the bluish shade is behind this circle. So now let's duplicate this shape a couple of times and overlap the shapes like this, and from merge shapes option just click on subtract and you will get this shape. Fill solid color white, remove any shadow effect it has, and place it here. We are doing this to create a reflection effect. Bring this square to the front and apply this transparency effect, and bring the text to front. And this is how you can bring the text to the front. And now select all these items and you can group the items together by pressing Ctrl plus G. Now the infographic shape is ready and you can further customize it if you want. Now select it and create as many copies you want. If you want it to be like a 4 steps gradient, then you need like 4 of these, and if you need 5 steps, 6 steps, and you can create different combinations like 3 on the left and 3 on the right side of this circle. So it it, it totally depends upon your creativity. So we are using this 5 steps, and then you need to group them together and then adjust the size and the font size, like the size of the shape and the size of the font, and then do the placement on the slide. Now I have fast forwarded the video here because the steps are same, that you need to fill the colors. That's it. I mean, the shapes are ready, you just need to fill the colors. And now let's add some more shapes here for enhancing the beauty of this infographic. Also we need to change the font color because currently you can see the font is not visible due to the color in the background. So let's do that, but first let's add this thin line here, and let's try with this dotted line. So totally up to you the kind of line style you need, the width and the color. Very simple, it's totally subjective. And for each of these infographic text placeholders we need to create these 5 circles. These will be the connectors. We will then connect these circles to the text placeholders. For that we need to design these 2 circles with shadow effects, and on this second circle which is at the top, let's fill the color. So this yellow one is for the first text placeholder, then duplicate, then create the second one for the second, and you just need to change the color. The color should match the text placeholder. So if you're watching this video right now and if you haven't subscribed, please do that, and I would request you to watch it till the end so that you can learn it completely. Then you can design it in your own style with your own color scheme, and you can add some different elements if you want, and you can give it a very different theme. So this is how you can do. You can see here it's very easy. Always follow the guides, the automatic guides which appears while moving the items, and you can see the guides, and this will help you align the items properly on the screen. So we have placed the 4 items till now, and this is the 5th one. And let's change the color to green. So this is how it will look. I know some things are still not in shape, like this circle at the center, the connector, the purple one, it's not in the middle. So let's do it, but once we will align these shapes first, align middle, and again align center, align middle. So now the infographic is at the center. Now let's again ungroup, and same with this shape. Now we will design the connectors, and it's very simple. Just press shift and you can design a straight line like this. It's very easy. you can always zoom in, and we will not completely touch the shapes, and change the color of the line. And you can also change the width and the styles which are mentioned here on the right panel, like the sketched style, the compound type, dash type, cap type. Just I would request you to just play with these options, then only you will learn more, like the kind of output you will get. And here you can see the begin arrow type and the end arrow type. We have selected, circle as the types for the starting point and the end point of this line, and just duplicate the line and flip it vertically for this last option. Now for the second, third and fourth, we need to again kind of design this line. Very easy, just press shift and draw a straight line. And then you can use the format painter option to apply the same style, and again duplicate and place it here, and then again duplicate and place the next one here. And for the center one, you can see it is not aligned, that's why the line is not at the center. Yeah, this one. For that we need to move the circle up, and then this line, and now it looks much better, much cleaner, minimalistic, very colorful, but still corporate. So this is the beauty of it. Now let's change the font colors as well. And here you can see we are changing the fonts color, and on the darker background we need white color. It's a very simple formula. And here we need to change the tone of this bright green because it's actually very bright. Let's cool it down. I think now it looks fine. And now duplicate this circle, increase its height and width, and then let's play with it. Let's do something with it so that our infographic looks more interesting. And for that you need to send it to background. So it's not that I have already practiced this design and I'm just doing the right steps. I'm designing it in the real time, and that's why you can see I do some mistakes as well. Then I refine it, revisit my design approach, and I think this is the best way because you understand like what's working and what's not working. And here I have increased the transparency, and go to insert, and let's add the icons now. And you can see icons, are one of the best looking items on any slide, and icons always make the slide looks more interesting and enhances the beauty of the any design. So let's pick some random icons, but I would definitely recommend to use different styles of icons. I'm using the stock icons, but you can search online, you may find some good icons from various online libraries, icon sites. There are many sites which provide icons for free. Try different icons like color icons, you can go for them. But for now let's stick to these icons. These are very minimalistic, and these are called thin line icons. And I love this thing about PowerPoint, that you don't have to go outside of this PowerPoint ecosystem. Like, you have got these stock images and icons built inside this PowerPoint. So icons are also done, and this is the kind of output we will see. Now you can see the right side is almost done. We need to focus on this left side. This still looks like something is missing. We can do something more here. We need to think here. So I'm getting few ideas here, like we can put like text in the middle, of course, inside the circle. Then we can also place some vertical text on the left to define what is this slide all about. And then we can place some branding on the left side. So I'm getting few ideas. I'm just thinking like what more we can do here. And you can also think and try this slide with a different background, like maybe an image in the background, or darker background, or any gradient looking background. You can try these options. I'm pretty sure you will come up with something more interesting. So let's find a nice icon for the circle at the center. Let's place it here, and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. And let's insert the text box, and here you can write the heading of this infographic live. So we have used Creative Venus and changed the font here to Railway and make it uppercase. Well, many of you may be thinking like the infographic is complete, what more we can do? But that's the beauty here. That's what we do here. Like, we always try to think like what more we can do, how to make it look more pleasing, more beautiful, what more we can add to make it look more realistic. So now let's insert this this rounded thin line, and you can place it here inside this circle. And here again you can try the different options here as per your own style. So I really want you to try this design, follow it step by step from start to complete. And if you think the video is very slow, because many of you ask like your videos are slow, and many of you ask that your video is fast, so I would request everyone to use the YouTube's inbuilt option, and which is to watch any video at different speed. So if you think the video is slow, so you can watch it in like 1.25 or 1.5x speed, and if you think it's fast, you can slow it down. So I'm pretty sure that is really helpful. So here I forgot to group the icons, so I am grouping the icons with the actual shape here. Select both the shape and the icon and group them together. So now all these items are grouped, and I've got this new idea here, just came to my mind. Let's add a white outline on these smaller squares. This will, you know, uh, make them stand out from the actual design, and you can see the output here. And you can always adjust the tone of the color if the text is not visible, because the visibility of the text is the most important thing. Because if the text is not visible, then what's the point of creating a beautiful design? So now let's again insert this circle, and let's see how we're gonna place this. So here I have used this format painter option and applied the same style and color as I've applied on this circle at the back, and let's place it here. Slightly reduce the transparency so that it gets this brighter tone. And I think this looks very well balanced kind of design. This circle is making it look complete. And let's add this very weird shape. I think it's actually a sun with its rays around it. So let's place it at the center. Let's give it a try. Let's try to make it fit on this slide. Send to back, and fill white color, increase the transparency, and also remove the outline. So let's try to fit this shape in the slide. Slightly adjust its transparency level so that it's visible, and let's add a spin animation. So here under emphasis you will find this spin animation. It's spinning very fast. So let's change the duration to 10 seconds. You can go with 20 seconds as well. Make sure it starts with previous. And then here on the left, I've applied this text here. I've inserted this text infographic vertically, and I haven't covered that part in this video because you know how to fill this text. So I've skipped that part, and now just select all these placeholders on the right and paste it as an image, and then send to back. Make sure it's pasted as an image, and make sure the sharpness is -100%. And you can see it on the right panel here under picture correction. The sharpness is the slider is at the extreme left. And here I'm trying to figure out where I should place this so that the reflection looks very natural. So I think this is it. Here it looks fine. I think I should not play with the brightness. Transparency is fine. So you can always experiment and try like what's working and what not. And let's make this outer circle a bit darker, because once you have designed everything and it's only at the end you can do these final touch-ups and some finishing in terms of animations, colors, placement, and the tone of the color, because you will get that complete overview of the slide. Now insert this big square, remove its outline, and let's add some more depth so that it looks very glossy. It should have that depth. It looks like you have an immersive experience while looking at this slide, and it should look like there are many layers of glass on this slide. So we have used this merge shape option to subtract it, and here you can adjust the transparency. I think one more layer if we will add here, it will look very nice. So just duplicate it, and again we will subtract it from the circle. Again insert a circle, and let's again subtract it, but make sure the circle is big enough and covering it from top to bottom like this. Subtract, and this is the second layer. Further decrease the transparency, so you need to kind of balance the transparency of both the layers. So these two layers and the reflection effect and behind these placeholders, it looks really beautiful and gives it like a very cool depth effect here. So this is an additional step and it is not required. I'm just trying to see if this shape is really required here, the duplicated shape, but the design is nearly complete, and you can add some more animations if you want, totally up to you. So this is the animation that I've applied on these connecting lines here. You can see on the right this swipe animation from left to right on all these 5 connectors, and here is the final output. And look at this beautiful design. I hope you really enjoyed this video and you've watched this video till the end, and please subscribe to our channel, join the membership, and in order to practice this design you will find the link in the video description. And we will see you guys in our next video with something more beautiful. Till then, bye bye, enjoy.